Hi guys, I'm Corey Davis. Today I want to talk about speed training with you guys. Speed training is something that I feel like we as a gym at Corbland are very good at. Think it's one of our strengths here in our facility, but it's something that's really complicated, and it's something that I see a lot of parents, coaches, athletes, and honestly other trainers really mess up a lot and get confused about. So I've talked before about stride length and stride frequency, how that is the overarching thing that determines speed. And if you want to check out our video on stride length, you can click on one of the little annotations here. There's probably a box popping up somewhere here or here, somewhere, that will let you check out that video on stride length so you can learn about that. But today I want to talk about stride frequency. So stride frequency is a little bit more complicated because stride frequency is very, very much tied to your central nervous system. This one's going to get a little bit more sciencey because there's just a little bit more science involved when you talk about stride frequency. It's not as easily changed as stride length. Stride length you can change by just getting stronger. Stride frequency, you have to actually make changes to your central nervous system, and that is not easy to do. Your central nervous system is controlled by your brain, and your brain is much easier to change at a younger age than at an older age. People talk about how it's easier to learn a foreign language at a younger age, and that's true. It is also easier to learn how to be faster at a younger age. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity. The research on this kind of goes back and forth, but most people agree somewhere between like 0 to 12, your brain is still developing, and that is a time period where it's much easier to make changes. So if you want to get faster and change that stride frequency, it is much easier to do that up to about age 12. Now, just like with that example of learning a foreign language, an adult can learn a foreign language, and an adult can learn to have better stride frequency. It's just not nearly as easy to do, and it's not going to have quite the same impact if you try to do it as an adult as it would if you were younger. So how do you teach that body how to move faster? How do you really teach your brain how to move faster? And there's a few different ways to do it. One is with bands, and you attach a belt to an athlete and have them run with the band pulling them slightly faster than they can run, so they get a feeling of running faster than they are currently capable of. Another one is potentiation. And potentiation just basically boils down to supersetting a heavy or really fast exercise with your sprints. So a heavy squat and then sprints, a box jump and then sprints. Something that really gets everything firing, so then you have that potentiated feeling as you run into a sprint and get moving a little bit faster than you would normally be capable of. So then my favorite one, hill sprints. Running on a slight decline, 5%, 10% max, where you are going faster than you can actually run down that hill, is a really, really good way to teach yourself how to run faster and how to have that overspeed training. The biggest thing on all these is you don't want to make it so fast that you can't actually keep good form. You want to make sure that it's a small band that's only pulling you a little bit faster, a small hill only making you go a little bit faster. If you're going so fast that you're starting to have bad form, that is not the kind of technique you want to learn. So that's how stride frequency works. Big takeaway from this is start doing it with younger athletes. So if you're working with an 8-year-old athlete, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, you really need to put a lot of time into stride frequency now, because later on you're not going to have nearly the same ability to train that area. Hope this was helpful. Check out our other videos on speed training and check back for more content from Corbland.
And don't forget to subscribe for more videos, content, and workouts from Corbland.